save. I am making this for Virginia, right? I don't even know. I didn't even reveal what my Secret Santa was for. Red. Okay, good, it is Virginia. We'll just throw cakes on there. Ah, I started to freak out. The skip. Red, blue, green, white. Wow. Did I feel... Okay. Whatever. Yes, we should go to Corral. I can't possibly be saying that word right. On Friday, I get up early to deliver the mail. Most of us will be going home for the holidays tonight and therefore won't be able to receive it tomorrow. Good morning, Professor. He grunts, not even looking at me, as he removes a package from the pile of mail. Can I help you with something? No. He takes the package and leaves. I don't have time to wonder, though, as I need to get all of this sorted and delivered. No. And so ends my first semester. Well, since we're on his path. I know it's foolish, but I think of Professor Grabiner. He was the first person I met when I came to this school. Even if it's the meeting that was an embarrassing mistake on my part. That he's an important figure in my life, and so I think of him. For a brief moment, I think I feel something, a brief flicker of acknowledgement, and are so soon snuffed that I suspect I may have imagined it. Was he thinking of me? I just don't know. Professor Potsum climbs back on the stage and claps her hands. And a happy Christmas, everyone! We'll see you in 2 weeks. Christmas break. Boring holidays. Skips. Red, red, blue, green, white. Whoa. Yo. Yeah. I wonder. If I say, if I saved before they announced who was winning, if I could keep trying until I won, but yeah, I don't need money this time, so I mean, it's after the stupid election. Yeah, I didn't win. I never win. They really should have had an option to make more money before the election. That would have made sense. Oh. Yeah, this is the one where you want to escape without being attacked. Hello, Hog Dog. What do I have? I have blind. Blind could work. Makes sense. What was teleport other? 15. That could be a lot. I probably should have explored a little. Oh well. Because then I could have sent him even further away. Oh god, was it left? I don't know. I don't think it was left. It wasn't left! Good! Oh! Jesus! Criminy fucking jazz. That scared the crap out of me. Let's try that again, shall we? Scared the crap out of me. There. Now we can send it just a tad bit further away. And I can also go the right way, which I should have remembered which way was the right way. Oh, good. Scaring me. Twist sucker. Yeah, that'll work. Wow, what? So many ones. Well, that was a boring week. Next week. Out of bed, washed and dressed before I remember the day. Oh yeah, Martin Luther King. I totally missed Martin Luther King Day that are also this week. I was like, oh yeah, it was Martin Luther King Day, wasn't it? Yeah, I forgot. Oh, I meant to go to the mall, and then I didn't. Well, I can go this week. Oh. Got quiet. Saturday morning, I get up early to deliver the mail. I see a light in the room up ahead. Someone must be in there already. Probably Professor Grabiner, unless Minnie needs something. I head into the room. Well, that's ominous music. And find a scene I didn't expect. Professor Grabiner is lying on the floor, unmoving. The floor itself is marked with circles and swirling lines and symbols that look like letters, but not in a language I can read. And hovering above him is a menacing blue spirit with horns and claws. Run away, little girl. This meat is mine, and I intend to feast. Oh no! That's a very bad thing! I can't leave him here to get eaten. I rush into the room, leaping over the lines and symbols on the floor, and grab hold of his shoulder. Professor Grabiner, wake up! He groans faintly when I shake him, but doesn't stir. I hook my hands under his arms and prepare to drag him out when suddenly, I can't move. Whoa, that's a really neat effect. I feel clawed hands gripping my neck and starting to squeeze. The floating spirit laughs at my panic. Fool. This one was protected, but you have crossed the wards that bind me. Well, shit. Kayla! Professor Potsdam has appeared at the door of the room. Only she has the sense not to cross the boundary. What have I done? Why am I so dumb? I feel weak. You will not touch that child! Professor Potsdam's voice rings out like a steel bell, and I see an expression of pain cross Professor Grabiner's face. He's waking up, but what good is that now? She is my rightful prey. She is of the House Grabiner. Wait, what? Yeah, what? The pressure on my throat eases slightly and Professor Grabiner climbs to his feet. He seems confused, as he probably should be. As am I. But when he catches sight of me, his face hardens. She is his... Wait. Hold on. What? She is his... a fianced bride whom he is pledged to marry this very day. What? It is so sworn. There's a great rush of frustrated hissing, and then the spirit vanishes, and I can breathe again. You absolute imbecile! Not here, Hieronymus. Do you know what you've done? She was trying to save your life. Surely you wouldn't want to lose her soul for such an act. I am not sure this is an improvement. I am not sure this is an improvement. Professor, I don't understand. In the future, Miss Ravenheart, you should learn not to meddle in things you do not understand. Not here, please. We should speak away from the watch. I will take her away and explain. We will see you again at noon, as I appear to have little choice. I don't think he's happy. Professor Potsdam leads me to a classroom empty and unused for the weekend. What happened? What's going on? Professor Grabiner recently came into possession of a manus, a guardian spirit sworn to the service of his family line. He has been experimenting with it. When you crossed the containment wards, it began to feed on you. The only way to save you was to cause the spirit to recognize you as a rightful member of the family it serves. Right, but that was just to fool it, right? I'm not really engaged to Professor Grabiner. Oh, my dear, a wizard's word is binding. A manus would not be fooled by simple trickery. Therefore, you will have to marry him. Today. Wow! That escalated quickly. What? But he's my teacher, and I'm only 16, and he doesn't even like me. But you tried to save him, and now he is saving you. Isn't that romantic? Professor Grabiner is going to kill me. Really, his bark is worse than his bite. Haven't you noticed that by now? There has to be some other way. No, the oath has been given. To break that now would cost his magic and your life. Yeah, that. This isn't forever, and you will be joined for a year and a day, that's all. After that, your promise has been kept, and you can go your separate ways. I'm sure this isn't quite the wedding a girl dreams of, but I have some lovely robes that would fit you, and I think it will all turn out for the best. Perhaps you'll even come to like each other. But... I groped desperately for some final excuse, anything to make a difference. But what about the mail? Yeah, you're definitely grasping at straws at this point. Oh, don't you worry about that, my little helper will see to it. Now, we need the ribbons and a basket and a witness, and I'll need to alter the dress. She bustles around me, spinning me this way and that, at one point even stuffing an apple into my mouth to keep me quiet and feed me breakfast at the same time, while she takes care of the preparations. I'm not allowed to leave the room, and most of my questions are brushed aside, or answered with weird specifics that don't make any sense. What does an ear of corn have to do with kindness and courage? And then I have to wash my hands, multiple times. At least she hands me a bundle of creamy white fabric and tells me to try it on. Actually, that's beautiful! Much prettier than the dress at May Day. After the dress has been adjusted with the final touch of black magic, Professor Potsdam leads me down through a hidden door to a narrow stone corridor. This hardly seems like a romantic location for a wedding, but then this isn't a romantic wedding. My wedding. Not a dream, but a nightmare. The stairs lead to a wide-open room, lit with candles, a haunted horror basement waiting for its sacrifice. The stone floor appears clean, at least. The ceremony will be held here, in the dark dungeon, so that no one will find out. Except for Minnie. As freshman class president, she was summoned to be an official witness for the ceremony. Professor Potsdam trusts her to keep the secret. She squeezes my hand and tries to smile, then steps away. It's almost time. I hear someone cough behind me and turn to see... Whoa! What on earth are you wearing? He looks different without his book and hat. He glowers at me, and I realize that I'm staring. I quickly turn away, feeling flushed. Professor Potsdam clasps her hands. Shall we begin? I'm afraid to look, but I hear Professor Grabiner grunt a vague agreement next to me. Come and stand with me, then. That background music. We walk in step across the dark stone floor, each of us carrying a basket. Mine contains an ear of corn and is decorated with blue and orange ribbons. His holds a tree branch and ribbons of black and gold. Professor Potsdam starts to speak, but I can hardly focus on the words. Something about our entry into a union of our own free will. That's a lie, surely. And of the values of honor and loyalty. And with each, the gifts provided for each whatever. That's our cue. I turn to Professor Grabiner and hold out my left hand to present the handle of the basket. I give you my kindness and my courage. He takes hold of my basket with his right hand, while holding out his with his left. I give you my wisdom and my protection. Then I will hold his, then I take hold of his basket with my right hand so that our four hands are crossed together. Minnie and Professor Potsdam step in, one on each side, to lift the dangling ribbons and drape them over our hands. As the two streams join to form a river, As two streams join to form a river, so your two lives join to create something greater than they were. One family and one future, for 1 year and 1 day are ye bound. You may now kiss the bride. Is that strictly necessary? Well, no. That I have no intention of demeaning myself. Ouch. But fair. Dots. Pause. Sigh. Meh. I don't know what to say to that. Professor Grabiner lets go of the basket and steps away. I don't know what to do with them, so I just keep holding them for now. Well then, I'll see you in a year for the severance. Hieronymus. I don't know how to say his name. Hieronymus. Don't be cruel. She's your wife now. We should all go out for a nice meal together. She may be my wife in name, but that's the end of it. He turns to me. You are to stay out of my way. Do not expect special treatment or privileges. You will not use my name. You will not enter my rooms, and no one is to know about this. Do you understand? Yes, sir. I hope this whole affair has taught you the cost of foolishness. Goodbye, Miss Ravenheart. Miss Ravenheart Grabiner. Thank you, Professor Potsdam. So not helping. He rolls his eyes with a sigh, and then sweeps away. What happens now? I think that's largely up to you. Caleb, here. She hands me a small envelope of cash. You ought to have some sort of wedding present. Thanks. Yes, that's right. We will go out for a lovely meal, even if the groom doesn't care to attend. But first, we need to get you out of those robes. What a beautiful wedding picture. Professor Potsdam takes Minnie and I to the Glen, where she orders us a nice meal and then leaves us alone for a bit while she goes off to powder her nose. Really, she showed us the sparkly powder. Minnie shifts over to sit beside me. Are you alright? I never wanted this to happen, and the worst part is, I wanted him to respect me, but now he hates me. I don't think he hates you. I think he hates the situation. But it's my fault. You were just doing your job. It was because of his mistake that you were in danger. But don't remind him of that, or he'll probably will hate you. He is a proud man. You know him really well? I did research. That's what I'm good at. He doesn't like people prying, though, so don't push him. Treat him with respect and he'll be patient. Don't let him frighten you off. He'll calm down. Hold on to yourself, alright? It'll be okay. Then Professor Potsdam returns, and we have a delicious meal, closer to 2 meals, really, both lunch and dinner. But I can't truly enjoy the food or the environment when I'm here with a teacher and married to another. What am I going to do? Every time I try to think about it, Professor Potsdam distracts me with some sort of bizarre remark or dancing paper animal. And by the time she finally takes us back to school, I'm so exhausted I fall straight into bed. And now, life goes on, as I pretend that absolutely nothing happens. Monday morning, and time for another week of classes. Classes with him. I can't really think of him as my husband. He's exactly the same scary teacher as he always was. Nothing changed. We can pretend that the whole thing never happened. Right? I need to decide what I'm doing this week. Red, blue, green. Blue. White. Uh-oh, how are we going to handle this? I bite my lip and look down at my hands. Apparently some people have better things to do than pay attention in class. Perhaps some of you believe you already know everything. How very wrong you are. Sigh. All through class, he keeps making these nasty little remarks and calling on me unexpectedly. I can't concentrate like this. Did you hear? Hear what? Somebody saw Professor Potsdam walking around this weekend carrying baskets and a long white dress. So? Wedding baskets! Maybe she secretly got married. Oh! So, baskets are a traditional wedding thing? Oh dear, I can feel my cheeks turning pink as they discuss this. Are they for flowers? No, it's the exchange of gifts. But Professor Potsdam was getting married. Why should she keep it a secret? Maybe she married a hideous troll and didn't want anyone else to see. Or Grabiner. A hideous troll. Or Grabiner, you know. 6 of 1. That would be weird. I think you're jumping to conclusions. She was probably just cleaning out her closet or something. Or something is right, but with no more clues to go on, they let the matter rest, thank God. Wake up. Nope. Raven is walking slowly, talking to herself. Oh yeah, I almost forgot. Oh my gosh. The small place of purchasing of frightful things. Just freaking little shop of horrors, man. Oh my gosh, I get to go to that this time. I would totally try out for Audrey. There's no way I could sing like her, but it would be the coolest thing ever. Oh, jeez, I forgot. I got distracted by the small place for purchasing frightful things. Professor Grabiner walks in while I'm sorting the piles. Good morning. I see little that is good about it. He appears disinclined to chit-chat and moves straight to business. You may not be aware that there will be 2 holidays celebrated later this month, Valentine's Day and the Winter Renewal. Each set of class officers is expected to sell Valentines to members of that class. I thought our fundraisers were usually about taking money from people outside the school. In this case, the act of purchase is a ritual of significance. As class treasurer, it falls on you to decide the cost of your Valentines. Professor Potsdam will purchase the supplies in keeping with your cost. Any excessive funds will be donated to the winter ceremony. What should the Valentines cost? $5 seems most appropriate. I suppose about $5 is a good price. That's enough for some candy or something, nothing tacky. Very well. He turns to leave. Wait! What is it now? Shouldn't we talk about this marriage thing? There is nothing to discuss. Well, what am I supposed to do now? What are the rules? What are my responsibilities? You are supposed to be a student. You are supposed to be learning. You're not trying to get yourself killed and forcing others to waste resources rescuing you. Yeah, I guess. How many times do you expect to be saved? I'm sorry, but that's why I'm asking. I don't want to find out that I've broken some magical oath by not behaving like a proper wife. I need to know that what I should or shouldn't do. I don't want to cause you any more trouble. He takes a deep breath and slowly lets it out. I suppose that is a reasonable request. A witch wife retains her independence. You are not required to be subservient. You are expected to show me respect, which you all should already as a student of this academy. Most magical couples keep a separate living quarters, so there is no need for you to visit mine. Should I depart this life, you would be required to help dispose of my effects. I have no intention of placing you in that circumstance. Therefore, by our agreement, we can place the matter behind us and go about our business, and there is no need to refer to this marriage until it comes time to dissolve it. Nah, that's all. I just needed to know. That's enough for now. Thank you for explaining. He leaves me to complete my rounds. Can I still date? Why would you even ask that? After I deliver the mail, I'm free for the day. What should I do today? Oh yeah, I wanted to buy stuff. Stuff and things. Things and stuff. Like this wand. It's going to add 5 to everything, and apparently my cuteness. I have $43. I'm good. Hi, Kayla. Did you make arrangements for the Valentines? Yep. I mean, I made the decision. I don't have them yet. When do we get them? Next week. Next Monday, I think I will be doing the sales. Alright. Instead of going on her way, though, she fidgets in place, looking down at her hemline and then back up at me. Kayla, can I ask you something? Sure. What's up? How are things with you and Professor Grabiner? They're not. Does he expect you to obey him now? What? No, he said that that's not how it works in the magical world. Well, it isn't officially, but some people have other ideas. Oh, is everything okay? There was this guy, and he seemed sweet, so when he asked me out, I said yes, and it was nice. But things sort of got too intense. He wanted my attention all of the time, and between schoolwork and student council and him, I had nothing left. I feel like I'd barely spoken to anyone in months. I didn't know who I could turn to, so I told him I needed space. It wasn't easy for me. I told him it wasn't his fault, it was mine. You really pulled that on him? I just needed time to myself. The problem is that while those lines, all cliche, and totally, like, sound completely made up, most of the time they're true. That just, you can't find another way of saying it, and so you say that, and they're like, you're so full of crap, and that's not even it. It's just, that really is what you feel. Right, so what's wrong? Well, he decided to make this big to-do public proclamation of affection thing. He begged me to forgive him and take him back in front of everyone. They all thought it was very romantic. So I was so tired, and everyone was watching us. And you felt obligated to say yes. Which is why most proposals take place in a public place. Because then the guy knows that they have that extra oomph. Because girls feel pressured into saying yes. Believe me, nobody has to say yes just because people are watching you. Especially, they don't matter. They don't matter. I didn't know how to turn him down. I don't know what to do. So you're going out with him again? Yes. And now he's back to expecting me to be like the perfect girlfriend. To go everywhere with him and do everything he wants. So tell him that you need more time to yourself. You don't understand. I feel guilty. Okay. Here's the problem. If you like him, if you really do want to be with him, you should want to do all those things. Not just because he expects it, but because you want to be with him. But if you really don't like him that much, you shouldn't string him along if you don't want to be with him. It's rude to him, to you, to whoever either of you might end up with just because you're together. Just go through with it. Thing is that I think she really likes him, and you don't want to just dump him because he's being unreasonable. But compromising didn't work. That's all I got. I mean, I'm sorry. Yeah, I don't think I can help. This is a problem between you two. You'll have to work it out. You've got to talk with him and find a compromise. You have to tell him that he needs to either back the fuck off or you're going to dump him. That's the thing, is that don't just dump him out of the blue. He might not understand that. Just let him know that you have a problem with this. If you give a little and he gives a little, you can find a way that works for both of you, right? That's what relationships are. I should go. I've got so much to do. Oh god. People. They make them too complicated. It should just work. And it does just work if you let it. But you freak out and you make it... No! Go back. I just was distracted. There we go. That wand looks like a fairy godmother wand.